Do you know the sign of the cross isn't just the way Catholics begin prayer? It's actually a powerful prayer in and of itself. And there's two things we're doing when we make the sign of the cross. On one hand, we're calling on God's name. We're saying the words in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And secondly, we're tracing the cross over our bodies. When we call on God's name, we're inviting his holy, sacred, powerful presence in our midst. At the very beginning of the Bible, I don't know if you know this, it says that at that time, they began to call on the name of the Lord. Abraham, Moses, David calls on God's name. So how beautiful it is that we don't just go, oh, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. No, we were saying, I am inviting you, almighty, all-powerful, all-holy God, to be right here. And then we trace the sign of the cross over our bodies. Did you know that even that ritual of tracing the cross has profound meaning? In the Old Testament, Ezekiel chapter 9. Let me tell you what was going on in Ezekiel's time. The Jewish people were becoming paganized. The Jerusalem priests are bringing pagan idolatry in the holy temple. This is a time of great unfaithfulness. And God gives a warning. He's going to come in judgment on the city. But there's some good news in the midst of this bad news of darkness. Not everyone has gone astray. Those ones are not going to suffer the great crisis coming. And there's a sign of their closeness, a sign of God coming to them and helping them and protecting them. It's a spiritual mark of the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It's kind of like a cross. And so that was a sign that these are the faithful ones. These are the ones that God's going to protect. And the early Christians understood that when they made the sign of the cross, they're standing in that great tradition. If you're a Christian in pagan Rome, you're saying, when you make the sign of the cross, I choose to follow God's ways, not the world's ways. I'm going to follow the cross, not what the culture is saying. So I want you to hear what one of the early church fathers said. This is St. Cyril of Jerusalem. He said, let the cross be made with our fingers on all occasions. Notice, they didn't just make the sign of the cross before bless us, O Lord, or before going to Mass. They made it all the time. The sign of the cross is a powerful safeguard. It's a badge of the faithful, and it's a terror to the devils. I love this. When the demons see the cross, they're reminded of the crucified one, and they fear him who has crushed the head of the serpent, the head of the dragons.